The translating process includes two mental processes such as understanding and verbalization. First, the translator understands the contents of the source text, that is, reduces the information it contains to his own mental program, and then the one develops this program into the target text. The translating process has to be described in some translation models.
A model is a conventional representation of the translating process describing mental operations by which the source text or some part of it may be translated, irrespective of whether these operations are actually performed by the translator.
Translation models can be oriented either towards the situation reflected in the source contents or towards the meaningful components of the source text contents.
The existing models of the translating process are based on the situational or referential model, which is based on the identity of the situations described in the original text and in the translation, and the semantic transformational model postulates the similarity of basic notions and nuclear structures in different languages.
These postulates are supposed to explain the dynamic aspects of translation. In other words, it is presumed that the translator actually makes a mental travel from the original to some interlingual level of equivalence and then further on to the text of translation. In the situational model, this intermediate level is extralinguistic. It is the described reality, the facts of life that are represented by the verbal description. The process of translating presumably consists in the translator getting beyond the original text to the actual situation described in it. This is the first step of the process, that is the breakthrough to the situation. The second step is for the translator to describe this situation in the target language. Thus the process goes from the text in one language through the extralinguistic situation to the text in another language. The translator first understands what the original is about and then says the same things in the target language.
The transformational model postulates that in any two languages there is a number of nuclear structures which are fully equivalent to each other.
Each language has an area of equivalence in respect to the other language. It is presumed that the translator does the translating in three transformational strokes. First, the stage of analysis, the one transforms the original structures into the nuclear structures, that is, the one performs transformation within the source language. Second, the stage of translation, the one replaces the source language nuclear structures with the equivalent nuclear structures in the target language. And third, the stage of synthesis, the one develops the latter into the terminal structures in the text of translation. The theory of translation provides the translator with the appropriate tools of analysis and synthesis, makes the one aware of what they are to look for in the original text, what type of information the one must convey in the target text, and how he should act to achieve his goal. In the final analysis, however, the one's trade remains an art.